Hey everybody, new impossible here, Daikoku, twins of Paucity and Plenty. This is a pretty difficult impossible, so get ready to cry a little, I think. But if you are careful, if you can position, it's actually not that bad. First things first, the Pretas in the corners, that number on the top, that 5, is a white blast explosion. It does 80k damage, so you could survive 1 damage if you're at full health, maybe. But the biggest thing here is that there are no hearts in this level, so you are reliant on the healing walls and any monsters that may have some recovery on it, or maybe some able berries. But as you can see, to kill off the Pretas, do pinch them. They're always in a position where they can be pinched against a wall. So make sure you bring bounce type monsters. I don't think you want to bring pierce monsters, maybe to exception to 1, but let's not get distracted here. So once you take out the Pretas, then focus on getting rid of the minions for this stage at least. Starting with the next few stages, you got ability lockers, and you definitely don't want to be ability locked because the other gimmicks that are on this level are mines and warps. The mines do a immense amount of damage, so you do not want to end up eating those mines for damage. And to top it off, the warps in this level are random warps, so normally you can go into a warp and you'll go out going in that same direction, but with these warps you will go out in a completely random direction, so you cannot rely on where you're going. And as you can see, if you are ability locked and you go into a warp, there's a good chance you're going to eat 2 mines. That's very damaging. And the heals do about 3k per hit, so if you notice you're low on HP, do take the opportunity to heal up, because the next few stages actually do not have damage walls, healing walls. So yes, there are no healing walls here, so any damage you take is gonna be there for a while. As you can see here, Benkei's got a good situation going with that top Pretas, so I'm gonna make Zhangfei go horizontal down to hopefully get some damage on the bottom Preta. And luckily, we got a nice pinch there at the very end, so this should make clearing out this floor a little bit easier. And we also see our first glimpse of Daikoku, and I would highly suggest keeping track of his attacks. The left one is a volatile blast. It's not huge, it's not death inducing, but it does do a good amount of damage. I believe it was 8,000 for anybody in the range. It won't come again for another 10 turns, but again, if you can kill it before then, you don't have to worry about it. The top right number, as you just saw, was a cross or X laser. It does do a good amount of damage as well, so try and hopefully position yourself away from it. I know it's kind of hard to position against that, but gotta do what you gotta do. That top number is a fairly devastating short range spread attack. If you end up eating 2, I think that's 10k worth of damage, but if you're lucky enough and only take 1 spike, as you saw, 5,000 damage. So we have 1 turn of, well, I don't know if you call it a rest, but you have the opportunity to wail on Daikoku a little bit. So that 1 is a X laser, so I think Zhangfei is unfortunately going to get hit, but I think that should be it. Yes. And as a side note, the drone creating the warps and mines doesn't have too much HP, so if you hit it enough you will be able to break it, but it really shouldn't be a focus for you unless you are using a team that doesn't have warps or Minesweepers. But now the goal is, let's make sure to clear him in 4 turns so we don't have to deal with that volatile blast. Benkei ended up taking 2 spikes of that short range, so 10k damage there. And good thing is you probably will have your strike shots ready before the boss comes up, but don't be afraid to use them if you're gonna die. Remember, the motto is die using a strike shot rather than die without using it. And here's one thing I would also suggest to you, that the guide. If you can, I highly suggest waiting until it's up for everybody, because those guides can help you determine whether or not you can get a pinch on the Pretas. And because they are on a 5-turn cooldown, you don't have that many opportunities to miss. And since you're probably bringing all bounce types, you could be in a position where you can't access a pinch. So having that gauge, or sorry, not gauge, the guide there, it will help you determine what's a good plan of attack. Here I was hoping to kill off the ability locker because it was 1 turn before attacking, and if I got lucky, which I did, I would be able to pinch the Preta. But the other Zhongfei that's up right now would have been able to get it anyway if I missed, so do think a little bit ahead to see if there are other monsters that could cover for you in case you miss. Alright, so once again, the attack for the mini boss of Daikoku is not different. We got a 1 coming up, so this is a good opportunity to go up into that the crevice up there to do some damage, but unfortunately I missed my gauge shot. That is definitely unfortunate. And do keep in mind that if you end up bringing Morichi does have a faster gauge on him, so if you're not used to it, there's probably a good chance you're gonna end up missing your gauge shot. And because the Null Warp and I believe it's Recovery S is on there, you really do want to hit it as much as possible. I would suggest, you know, get yourself some time to get used to that faster gauge shot. Alright, so we have an X-Laser coming up. I think I'm hoping to kill Daikoku as soon as possible, but looks like I'm taking 2. Yes, 2. We got a movement, so that's a good opportunity. Oh, interesting. Got the boot and managed to sneak up under Daikoku. Oh, that's great. Well, I guess I don't really need it for this party. The strike shot hastening. Everybody's already ready to go. Alright, stage 5. Think of this as a little bit of a break. You got 2 masks and 2 wizards. The wizards will put up damage walls, so try and clear them out ASAP. But this is also your opportunity to heal up. The masks will put up damage wall. Sorry, not damage walls, healing walls, which hopefully you can use to your advantage and heal up. I believe the 3 and the 4 are the countdowns for putting up the damage wall, and every turn they will put a 3000 lightning attack on you, which, you know what, don't worry about it, because every hit of the healing wall will do 3000 HP of healing. And so, yeah, Benkei has open. Oh, looks like I'm going for the kill for the wizard. And now everybody should have open timing to heal. See, this is the hard part of going over old videos. Don't really remember what I did before. Healing walls are back up now, so now we can heal up. That should be no problem. There we go. Pick up the mine too. And we're at full strength. So now we can clear. You do want to end the stage on the top half of the map as much as possible. It will make your life easier. And okay. Decide to take the safer way. But the boss stage will feature some more of those masks that we just killed off right now. And the gimmick here is if you end up killing both of the masks, at least for this first stage, it will put Daikoku into a rage mode, and his rage mode increases his attack output by a lot. You want to avoid that as much as possible, so definitely do stay up on the top side. If you do end up going under those masks, you have a very high chance of killing them. Not good. So in addition, Daikoku has a movement attack that will do a lot of damage on top of paralyzing your monster. So Stay away from the bottom. That 5 counter on the bottom right is the movement counter, so we're just gonna want to hang out on the top half of the map for the next 4 turns. We also want to heal up with the opportunity arises. Again, there are no hearts, so that is your sole source of recovery. And just like I was saying earlier, there is no one-hit KO attack here. Aside from the Pretas, definitely want to take care of the Pretas. But from the boss himself, you are fine at letting him do his thing. So we still have 2 more turns, so we're gonna do some stalling. And okay, that's not bad. Luckily the masks have laser barriers around them, so don't have to worry about damage from those bump combos from the Zhang phase on the side. And here's the movement attack. Boom, 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 boom. And if you're in the wrong spot, you could easily take 3 hits from that, and that could easily be GG right there. So now, let's start attacking. Do keep in mind that the attacks are still coming around. That top right is the X laser, so looks like that left Zhang Fei is going to be hit. Pew. And we've got, what? We got 3 turns until the next attack, which is the, is that the, which one is that? Oh, that's the homing attack. Ooh, unfortunately killed the mask, but on one hand, the masks are linked to Daikokuten, so if you do inflict damage on the masks, it will be tied to Daikoku, but, you know, I wouldn't rely on that, because if you do end up killing both, that the rage mode is on, and that will be on until the end of the game. And I personally haven't seen any success if you do anger Daikoku, so just don't do it. We should be able to clear now. I believe. Yes, okay. The Morichi bump combo helping out a lot. And for this next stage, you do not want to end up on the top left corner, or actually the left side at all. There is only 1 mask in this level. If you kill that, it will also go into rage mode. It's actually in a pretty scary position, because if you do end up hitting Daikoku on the bottom left side, getting into that gap, there's a good chance you'll also get up into the gap with the mask, and that's no good at all. In addition, the movement attack that Daikoku has is going to be on the left side, basically where the warps are right now. You do not want to be there, and this really is a risky move, but since that counter is at a 5, I do know that Morichi has 1 chance to get out, so why not? And the Vishnu on top has immense HP, so don't even think about trying to kill him. In addition, that counter on the top of his head, okay, I guess I lied. That the counter on the top of his head is a 1-hit KO attack, so don't let that happen. And because I have 2 Zhang Feis, I opted to use the strike shot here to try and will off the HP quickly. And luckily, yes, that little bump on the left side definitely helped increase Zhang Fei's attack. His strike shot, her strike shot, increases attack for each bounce off the wall. Benkei does that as well, and in fact Benkei has the highest multiplier for those for that type of strike shot, so you definitely want to save him for the final bar where Daikoku has a lot of HP. And there we go, last one. We want to get rid of the Pretas as soon as possible so we can focus on killing Daikoku afterwards. Unfortunately, nobody is in a great position. Benkei, I think I was able to get it. No. But yeah, so Preta, we have 2 turns to kill him. You know, that it's a little bit scary at this point. Gotta hope I can get in there, and luckily I do. At that angle, honestly, it's really iffy if you get in there. But now we can focus on attacking Daikoku. Healing up is always a good idea. And I think I'm just going to chill out on the bottom half again because of the movement attack that's supposed to come in 2 turns. We do not want to end up on the top half of the map. That's just asking for failure. No worry about moving Benkei up because he is next and should be able to move down Zhangfei with him. And yeah, look at that. Can't ask for anything better here. Everybody should be safe from the movement attacks. Yes. And now, alright. It's time to do the last amount of damage. Let's see. Ooh, that was an awkward bounce. And Zhangfei, I would have liked... Ideally, you want the weak point on the very top because it is easy to get a lot of wall bounces plus doing a lot of damage. I'm not sure why I went up and down instead of side to side there, but no problem. And then Morichi, he has the kind of like, if you remember Fox Metal, he puts up a ring and then just bounces out in his small sector. He is a little bit too far away to do any damage, so no strike shot there, but this should do it. Benkei has access to the top. That's where the weak point is, and there's a boot, and that should do it. Yes, 2.5 million damage. Whew. And that is Daikoku. So what do you want to take out of this? Make sure you pay attention to Daikoku's attack sequence. Make sure you know what's coming up and whether or not you should stay close or stay away from him. Actually, you should really never stay close to Daikoku ever. Go in for the attack if you know that no damage is coming or you see that he's doing a movement attack next. And make sure you have null warps with Minesweepers, and it won't be that hard of an impossible. Alright, until next time. Bye bye.